Hmm. Yeah, we're live. Just need to find my stream real quick. Okay, it's not showing my... Yeah, we're live. Why is it not showing my game? Oh, because it's all the way over there. What's it doing all... No, that's my camera. What the fuck? Why is it not I guess like this then. Where are we going? I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, to be fair. Oh yeah. Nando had a... Oh, he has a drive-through. Horizon gets away beautifully. I still need to send the stream. Alright, finally got there. Yeah, I won't be able to read the chats, but that's fine. F1 fan gets up into P3 as Xavi seems to have dropped some positions, I think. Yeah, or Jens has even dropped more. The Horizon is absolutely rapid. We have the glitch where you always hear this. Every car except for now. So I guess we'll be watching like this then, but that's fine. Yeah, Horizon by far looking the quickest today. Oh my god, Nando had a bit of a moment. He tries to go defensive even though he has a drive-through. He's gonna throw it back down the inside. Oh, they make contact. Bit of a mistake there by Nando to try and hang it in there. Clearly wasn't gonna work out. Should have just let him through, considering he had a drive-through. And he now picks up a 10-second as well, and Nando's race goes from bad to worse. Zach is retiring in the pits after being only 6 seconds down. And there we have a safety car. Well, Nando's race gets saved. He can pit again. I'm just wondering. Oh, the glitch is also fixed. Oh, the safety car did... Never mind. It's just with downshifting. It's dead ass just with downshifting. That is really annoying. Anyway, positions then. Horizon is in P1, which is also where he qualified. I wasn't there for qualifying, I wouldn't know, but fair enough. F1 fan, P2 after qualifying P3. Jens, P3 after qualifying P2, so they switched around. Xavi P4, Diffa P5, Leon P6 after gaining 2 positions. Tweaky Scorpion in P7, losing 1. Alta P8, gaining 2 positions. BT, I'm pretty sure a new face. He has he's front wing damage. In P9, Harfor and I don't know how to say that. Har. Oh my days, my cat. I'll be right back, guys. Right then, we are back. Horizon, actually, one of the only people to enter the pits. And what is he gonna do is the question, because I feel like he will not finish the race on hards. He's gonna try, but he is gonna be a bit slower than the front pack. Assuming he still has to get through a lot of traffic. So this could give F1 fan Jens, Xavi, possibly Diffa, maybe Leon, I don't know. All those guys a chance to escape. But Horizon trying a bit of a different strategy. So now Nando gets rid of his 10-second. He is actually using the beautiful white Red Bull livery. Why is my phone not charging? Ah, that's why. For God's sake. Yes, okay. So yeah, F1 fan is going to be leading the way at the safety car restart. Unfortunately, I can't get the driver's POVs because you'll just hear this. Only with downshifting it's fine, but when they upshift, you just hear this. And I've been disconnected. Ah, I've gotten an invite already, that's good. Alta also invited Legends. Let's just see if my game will actually load. I don't know why I crashed. You don't usually have this issue. Well, game appears to be fine, so hopefully this will have fixed the glitch that we were experiencing. We are going to be waiting a bit for communicating with online services. Yeah, this takes a bit. Ah, there we go. Just had to start complaining, and the game would listen. Yeah, I guess, bro. I'll take it. And we are back. Yes. All right. Sebi's AI gave him damage. That's cooked. Whoever did that is a CUNT. Sebi is not happy, clearly. Bloody hell, that took a while. But we're back. Is the glitch fixed? Yes, it is. Oh my word. Okay, we're back and we're better than ever. We're back better. What the hell? Horizon has gained a few positions. I don't know how this happened. But indeed, Sebi does indeed have damage. Not exactly what he would be looking for. And we see a Red Bull pitting. Anyway, the other Red Bull taking us away. F1 fan. Bit of a snap on corner exit. But it was a good restart. Already 6 tenths gone from P2. And we see multiple people pitting. Sebi and Harry. Harfor? And. I'm gonna call him And, because that's the easiest word to pronounce there. Horizon, in the meantime, already gaining 2 positions. Still Alta up his inside, but he gets past with a beautiful move around the outside. Horizon climbing through the pack. Oh, look at this helicopter shot. You just love to see it. Let's see how fast he can get those hards activated. And gaining towards Tuiki, who's in a surprising P4, doing a great job. he is. Horizon gaining quite a bit. Oh, the helicopter shot is staying here forever. It's absolutely lovely. Horizon is rapid. We know it's his home Grand Prix, and we know he has some pace here. I've seen some of his TikToks, and Silverstone is definitely one of his strongest tracks. So you'd expect him to pull off something magical. However, in the meantime, Jens is going to be trying an overtake on F1 fan. Couldn't get close enough, unfortunately. What happened to Xavi, by the way? I didn't even realize. So now PT gets past Alta. Alta going to send it back down the inside. He's going to look a bit. That was more of a... Oh, no, never mind. It was to defend from Nando. Nando, I don't know what he is doing. He's just, yeah. Driving like it's an open lobby. But, I can only imagine Xavi, yeah, dropped down 4 positions. I don't know what happened there, but I don't think he will be too happy. Horizon now very close to the back of Horizon, of Tweaky Scorpion, sorry. Is he going to be able to make an overtake? Tweaky is not burning anymore. He knows he will be a sitting duck compared to those new hards. Oh, Horizon, a bit of excessive corner usage. But he makes it work. He makes it stick, and up into P4 he goes. He does need to stay with the front 3 though, if he wants to keep DRS. 9/10 the gap, but that should probably be fine. Scores the hard of both Diffa as well, and yeah, Horizon will be getting quicker than the mediums quite soon. So even Diffa actually having quite a good race today. So Horizon now getting very close to the back of him, and he doesn't have ERS either. Horizon will go down the inside. Is Diffa gonna hang it around the outside? He's gonna try. He's still there. Horizon is still around the outside, but Diffa decides to choose eggs for his money, as we would say in the Netherlands, and he stays behind. Oh, big snap for Horizon. Is that gonna give Diffa a chance? He doesn't really try. He doesn't even want to try. He knows Horizon is on alternate strat-ish. I'm wondering if he's going to try and take those tires to the end. It's going to be interesting to see those that variety of strategy. As now Jens has made a move on F1 fan. F1 fan is going to try and get him back though. No, he's not. Not quite. I can only imagine he just wants to stay ahead of Horizon for the moment, because I can only imagine when Horizon gets past the both of these, he is going to be gone. Purple, sector 1, kind of proves that already. You can just see he's only 2/10 of the back of the Red Bull. Is he going to try through corps? No, he's not. Not quite close enough. He didn't want to pull a Hamilton. It would have been quite suiting, knowing he had a Red Bull ahead of him. Horizon though, 2 Maggots and Beckett's. Looking quite fast. A little bit wide there though. Might prioritize his exit, and the Red Bull also has a lot more ERS to play with, so Horizon having to stay behind yet another lap. So now Tweaky has lost the hang of the cars ahead. Diffa still doing quite a good job. Horizon deciding it would be wise not to overtake there. Probably smart to not send a dive. We're just seeing some ERS management from these top 3. Can't really say top 4 as Diffa is below 10%. Same for Tweaky-ish. As actually these guys, no. I think And had a moment. I don't know how to call him. Maybe he has a different name in Discord. I could maybe help, but I don't know. Horizon, once again burning ERS. Is he close enough? It doesn't look like Horizon or F1 fan is really defending it. No, he's busy driving his own race, and I can only imagine Jens will not be happy with that. Because he is going to be a sitting duck on the main straight. As we see a pit lane crash. Don't know how that happened. He might have spun it out of... I forgot what that corner is called. Ooh, Horizon has to go wide. Dirty air hitting him hard. A bit less ERS for Horizon, as he struggles a bit through Maggots and Beckett's there. 5 times the gap. Maybe Horizon, or oh my god, I keep confusing these two. F1 fan might have a look. He has more ERS, but he didn't do anything with it. As Jens remains in the lead, driving a very strong race, the Mercedes. And every lap that Horizon is behind him is another lap that he can gain that back when he pits. Because I can only imagine Horizon is on a 1-stop, not a 2-stop. But who knows? Maybe he just wanted to fight his way through the field, have a bit of a fun strategy, and then still do the same as others. Could be quite interesting. For some reason it looks like these two keep switching positions, but I think that might be glitched. And now Leon. Is the thing just lagging and shit? I don't know. Diffa struggling on ERS. I mean, come on. You gotta save at some point. You can't just use it every. Ah, he's using medium through corners. That explains it. Diffa doesn't understand the ERS management yet. Now Sebi retires in the pits. He knows his race is over. But the V-carb is still going strong, but is trying. He's having interesting slides. Horizon now very close to the back of the Mercedes of Jens, but once again goes very wide. He keeps just messing up his own exit, messing up the chances he can get to get the lead. However, he does seem to be really close. He's gaining only 2/10 is the gap. Is he going to send it? He doesn't have enough ERS. He can't do it. Maybe around the outside then. Oh, they make contact. Front wing went flying. Is that Horizon's? Yes, it is. Oh, Lord. And oh, my word. Two cars going off. Diffa and Horizon. Oh, my God. Tweaky Scorpion makes profits from that. But what the hell have I just seen? F1 fan and Jens are gone. Is Horizon going to have a bit of a crash at the end of this board? You can only imagine. He might have to pit again towards New Hearts. Replace that front wing. And yeah, go from there. He might be able to regain that time, to be fair, but who knows what he's going to do. He's already 5 seconds behind though. It's only going to grow bigger over the course of this lap. Now Tweaky is actually gaining on him. Could Tweaky be on for a sneaky podium? Mr. Sneaky Scorpion. As now the V-carb has spun it again. He doesn't really seem to be having a great race. F1 fan up against Jens. Two community esports team drivers. UFRT against SET for the people that know of them. Jens for UFRT in the Mercedes, F1 fan for SET in the Red Bull. Actually, Jens pits on lap 10. I don't know if that's early. Horizon does as well. Tweaky stays out. Diffa also stays out. I mean, that makes sense. He's on hard. But F1 fan is going to have a massive in-lap if he wants to stay ahead of... actually, now Diffa gets past Tweaky. Not a place you usually see an overtake happen. Diffa made it happen on those assumably better hards. Huh. And the game just gets even buggier. Jens and Horizon have just been fucked. I mean, you could say Jens has been fucked. Horizon might be happy with this, knowing he's closer towards the back of Jens. But wow, that is interesting, and it's practically giving F1 fan a free win, you can only imagine. Tuesday there was also lobby glitches in F1 at Silverstone, with the safety cars for some reason driving along with P1. And I don't mean that P1 was behind the safety car, no, I mean that the safety car was behind P1. That glitched the entire field, and yeah, it just wasn't exactly how it was meant to be. But you see, that's not the only glitches that can happen. Apparently, the V-carb that retires in the pits can also just stand still in the pits and then, you know, ruin the race of two drivers behind him in the pit. I don't even think they're gonna be close to F1 fan. They're not gonna be close. F1 fan is so gone. Provisional lead for the Red Bull, and he's gonna win by so much you can only imagine. You could say dominance on his part, but in reality it's just not. It's really just these two being completely screwed over. Now Diffa is in the provisional lead, however Xavi is close behind him as well. The man with a full traction control. But he looks quite fast. Gaining on Diffa at least. I mean, on 3-lap pressure tires to kind of hope that that's the case. As now BT has had a... Does he have a puncture? No, he just spun it. I thought he had a puncture for a second, but no. We're Horizon Jens battling. No, not really. Oh, there goes my controller. We're back. Yeah, Jens and Horizon kind of just have to work together to even get... I mean, they're 14 seconds behind. Now Nardo lets his teammate pass. Probably a smart idea. Ooh, he drifts wide. Difficult corner there. As F1 fan is absolutely flooring it. He knows he has a chance at getting the most free win of his life. Actually, look at Tweaky Scorpion. Is he going to try medium softs? Is that what I'm looking at? I don't even know. An interesting strategy though. And I feel like if he just pits the hards, he would come out like behind F1 fan with barely any troubles for the cars behind him. Tweaky kind of needs to go for an undercut here rather than an overcut to, you know, possibly sneak a podium his way and Ferrari's way. But he's on his own strategy. Did that look like a puncture? No. But he's not very fast, of course, on those worn out mediums. Not really anything going on apart from Horizon against Jens. Are they gaining? No, they're not. They're not gaining. Which makes sense because, you know, F1 fan is on fresher tires. The gap is 14 seconds more. More than, no, sorry, 13 and a half. Ish. Trying to do calculations here. It's a bit difficult. But yeah. It's just not looking good, bruv. As now, Tweaky Scorpion does enter the pit. Sorry for my yawning. It's been a long day for me. Alta follows behind as well. For Tweaky, it's very important that he comes out ahead of Jens and Horizon if he wants to sneak a podium his way. Let's have a look if he's able to do so. Could do so? Could do so. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be Jens and Horizon ahead of Tweaky. And that's why I'm wondering, why didn't he just go earlier? Now he's doing the same lap of hards as he did on mediums. Not exactly the strategy that would be smart, but Tweaky did it anyway. Is now Diffa had a moment? Did he have a puncture? No. No puncture, just a moment. Which puts Xavi in the provisional lead. Yeah. So now F1 fan is catching up to everyone, really. Which makes sense. He is, well, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, on for the win. So now Leon enters the pits from his hards. He's gonna have a bit to go on those mediums, but should probably be fine. Everyone found him back into the podium positions. First second stint sitter to do so. Or you could technically call it a third stint as well, because there's a lot of people that yeah. So now BT actually had a moment. He does have a puncture. And I'm wondering what he's doing on those mediums for so long. But yeah, his race is kind of effed, as you could say. Horizon actually losing towards the back of Jens. That is not something I would have expected this. Does he still have his damage? No, he did replace his front wing. To be fair, he started on pole. You'd imagine him to be faster than Jens. Not even by a little bit, by quite a margin. But that's not the case. Yeah, BT is his race is over. I mean, as long as he just drives, he's gonna finish in the points. But his car is quite literally sideways. His car is not enjoying this. His right rear tire is not even on the gravel. Or on the asphalt, I should say. He does move out of the way for the car that just drove past, which is Nando. But, yeah. It's not looking good for BT. So now Diffa actually enters the pits. And, well, fair play towards Jens and Horizon. They have worked their way back into the podium positions. Or Jens has at least, but Xavi of course still has to pit. So yeah, even with that glitch, they are still finishing on the podium. They would have probably been able to fight for the win, had they not. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. They have a 11-second gap to gain. They have gained quite a bit, I must say. But yeah, not merely close enough to probably contend for the win at the end of the race. Unless F1 fan possibly gets a time penalty. But that's about the only way I can see these two fighting for the win today. F1 fan just enjoying life, really. Doesn't really have to do too much. Just has to drive, and yeah, that's about it. You could see the two cars behind him just entering Baggett's there. Xavi pits, so we're gonna see F1 fan back in the lead with his 4-lap old heart. Yeah, he's quite chilling at the moment. BT now exits the pits. He might possibly get lapped by the Red Bull of F1 fan. Probably what you'll see in the F1 26 season. An Aston Martin being lapped by a Red Bull. That Aston Martin is not looking good, bruv. Yeah. Tweaky Scorpion now enters P4. I mean, fair play to him. He does have a hungry McLaren chasing him. And Xavi, who's done well on his in-lap, as he hits the curb a bit harshly there. Still in the DRS though. That's kind of all he needed. Leon in P7 with a I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Fuck you know. Nardo with 29. Brother. How do you get... Oh, 19. What the hell? Have my eyes just deceived me? What the fuck was that? 19 seconds. Oh, he just entered the pits. Oh! Oh, that's weird. No, okay, so he's getting rid of his 10 second, but then he started 19, so yeah. Well, not a good race for Nando. Gap still sitting at 11.1. I mean, there's no question about it. F1 fan is going to win this race. Unless I've just given in the commentator's curse. But, you know, I don't think he's that bad that he will spin it and bin it. F1 fan has that knowledge. He's won here before. Quite often even. Or has he often? I don't know if often is the right word to use. No, he has won here before. But I don't know if often is the right word to use. He has here, but he's won here before. That's what we can say. Now, Diffa, very close to the back of Tweaky, but actually, Tweaky also not really taking care of his ERS, so You can only imagine a move is going to happen real soon. The McLaren very close to the back of the Ferrari. They're both burning. They both want to defend. Tweaky has stopped burning. Tweaky knows there's no reason to fight someone on fresh mediums. McLaren up into P4. Close to the podium positions, but not quite close enough, unfortunately. So now Alta actually pits, or has pitted. Quite a spread out field today. Interesting to see. Jens is actually on some great pace. However, he does not have the ERS he would like to have. Horizon does. Xavi gets a penalty. That's not going to help his situation. P6 is not what you're used to. Oh wow, Tweaky also gets a penalty. We're seeing penalties left, right and center. Jens a bit of a wiggle there. Struggling on those tires, it seems. It would be a bit too early, I feel like, with 7 or 8 laps to go, I should say, for them. As F1 finally getting closer and closer to be lapping the first car of this race. Don't know if it's going to be 2, but at least the first is going to be lapped pretty soon, I can only imagine. You can see F1 fine in the background. However, BT doesn't have too bad pace. I must say, he's doing quite a good job. But I can't tell if he's gaining, really. I'm not sure. Xavi now very close to the back of Tweaky. Horizon also very close to the back of Jens. We have quite a few battles to choose from here today. Make your pick. My pick at the moment is this one. Xavi is not a backsitter. Back marker, I should say. Actually, let's quickly switch back over to this battle. Oh, wow. The amount of times he's messed it up through Maggots and Beckett's, I mean, he's just screwing over himself, really. Not what you like to see. This was a good exit of Maggots and Beckett's. Is Xavi going to be able to make the move? Tweaky was burning, but once again, he decided... Oh, for God's sake. Xavi up into P5. We didn't really see the overtake. That's on me. Now, Horizon has actually done a great job saving ERS. Was this his plan all along? Sit behind and save. He has 50% more in Jens. That is quite a lot if you ask me. It's only getting more as well. Somehow he's saving more than Jens is. Jens had a bit of a snap. This could be Horizon's moment to get that P2 back from the Mercedes. He's also burning. But Horizon has DRS, slipstream and ERS. He's going to have to do it around the outside as Jens goes defensive. Leaves just enough room. They make a bit of contact. As Jens is around the outside. Oh, they still make contact. They were wheel hooking. But Horizon gets it done. You can only wonder how clean though. I didn't properly see whose fault it was. Maybe it was just a racing incident. They were going at it quite harshly together. Jens had to take avoiding action there to avoid a track limit warning. So he is probably on 2 warnings. Something you can make up from that. Jens is doing his best to stay with Horizon, who's looking fast. He doesn't have that 50% ERS advantage anymore. It means he's tried to get rid of Jens from the DRS. And he's actually gaining a lot towards F1 fan. The gap was just 11.8. It's now 11.3. So we can tell that Horizon is fast. And he would have probably been able to contend for the win today. If it wasn't for that pit stop glitch. Which unfortunately is not the case. I don't think he's gonna gain 11 seconds in less than 5 laps. You'd have to gain about 2 seconds and 8/10 per lap-ish, if my math is correct. Yeah, which I just don't see him doing. So now F1 fan is getting close to lapping BT. He's at least gonna have DRS. As my voice is kind of going to fuck. BT entering ghost mode, so you know it's time to let
F1 fan past. It's not doing so. But F1 fan is going to make his way past. However, no, BT just stays on the racing line. Could be a bit annoying for the Red Bull, but he does end up clearing him. Now both Horizon and Jens are actually on very low ERS. Neither of the two really thinking wiser. They're both trying to either get rid of the other or stay with the other. As Twinkie is still hanging on to the DRS of Xavi. Quite impressive. I feel like at the end, eventually those hards are going to be better than those mediums. Because I'm pretty sure Twinkie only has about 1 or 2 lap older mediums. Or hards than those mediums. 3. But still, eventually those hards will become better again than the mediums. So maybe a top 5 is possible for Twinkie Scorpion. Just gonna have to save a bit more ERS. I feel like he needs to learn when to use none. Could help him a lot. So now Jens and Horizon are actually back to battling ways. Jens tried around the outside. No doing. That's not English. Nothing doing. That's the word. Or the sentence. Nothing doing for Jens. For at least for the moment. As of course the next straight is up again. However, he does have a lot less ERS than Horizon. If he's smart, he just turns it off and goes none. And just chill, you know, but it takes him quite a while to realize that. So there's 3.5 laps remaining. That is for F1 fan. 4 laps remaining for these two. 3.5 is a bit excessive. He's not that far ahead. Probably about now 3.5 laps ish remaining for F1 fan. Tweaky's just chilling behind Xavi. Xavi's not catching up to Diffa. Diffa driving a very solid race. He just had that moment with Horizon, of course. And now Jens goes down the inside of Horizon again. These two back to battling ways once again. Oh, Horizon had a bit of a moment. Jens around the outside. Horizon has more ERS. So it's going to be difficult to make this stick. Goes back to none. Oh my word, they made contact. Oh my word. They'll have something to talk about in the driver briefing. Is Horizon instantly gonna go back and get him again? Gap's only 4/10. That could be enough. I don't think Jens is fighting it too hard. I think Jens might be giving the position back. Is he? Oh my word. Oh my word. It didn't look like it. And once again, contact had been made between the Williams and the Mercedes. Historically, two of the biggest teams, of course, with Mr. McLaren over here, and the Ferrari. But, you know, this was just something I wanted to say. I don't know. Red Bull could also be quite a historic team. You know what? Stop the nerd talk. Let's get back to pretty much the only possible battle we have on track right now. Tweaky against Xavi. 6 and a bit tenths the gap. I need to go to bed soon, bro. Fucking hell. It's a bit early. Tweaky still quite close to Xavi, but Yasha does have more ERS, so that could help this case. Jens is kind of gaining back on Horizon. Oh, we see a yellow flag. Diffa at a moment. This could shake things up a little bit. 1.5 seconds. However, soon to be. Only 2 laps remaining. As F1 fan crosses the line with 15 seconds to spare. As Jens actually getting close back into the DRS. I mean, Horizon has some ERS to play with. He could be dropping Jens out of the DRS, but maybe he's not trying to. Maybe he's just trying to get some battling going again. But Jens back into the DRS, which is a fact. Are we gonna see a final lap battle between these two? Horizon just saving ERS. He does burn quite a lot on the straight. He burns practically everything he has. So that ERS management plan of his kind of goes to yeah, fuck. Tweaky's so close to the back of Xavi. Top 5 is definitely possible. However, Xavi might hit the DRS of Diffa soon. He'd already ruined that. 4 times the gap between Tweaky and Xavi. Those hards are probably gonna be better by now. Look at how much grip difference he has. We could be seeing a top 5 possibility here for Tweaky Scorpion. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. DRS on, ERS burning, slipstream tucked into. Bit of a look, but nothing doing for Tweaky. This is not on enough ERS, is he? Final lap now. If Jens wants his P2 back, he's gonna have to do it this lap. Bit of a snap there. Horizon on a lot more ERS. Unless Horizon makes a mistake, Jens is not going to be able to get back that position.
7 tenths the gap now between Tweaky and Xavi. Don't think this is going to be anything really. However, Xavi did just make a small mistake. Who knows? We might see something magical in this final lap. Tweaky finally deciding to turn on his non-ERS. Oh, not another penalty at least. Roman Jens is close enough, so we're just going to stay here for the moment. Now F1 fan crosses the line to win once again in Tier 2. And what a great way to do so. But this is what we're of course focused on. Tweaky Scorpion gaining on Xavi. Gaining a lot, gaining a lot. He's gonna go down the inside. Tweaky Scorpion for a top 5 position. He has the better grip. Oh, Xavi don't do it. He does do it, but they keep it clean. Oh. Who's gonna get it? Oh, that was predictable in that corner. Tweaky takes P5. Horizon in P2. Jens P3. Diffa P4. Tweaky with a solid P5. Xavi P6. Leon P7. Alp P8. Nando P9. PT, who at the left is done already in P10. But he does score a nice point. Yeah. Quite a chaotic race. F1 fan winning by 15 seconds, kind of due to the game's fault. Congratulations to F1 fan. The win did get a little bit gifted, but he did have great pace today. So yeah, nothing wrong with this. Top 5 is a very solid result for him. There we have it then. The Red Bull, top of the podium. 2023 as situation. But yeah, that was it then, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for watching, and hopefully we'll be back next week, and this time with qualifying.